Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday. You're sitting on the Big Game Hunters podcast, exclusive to the hashtag MagnaOnAir digital network, MagnaSearchGroup.tv. We're excited to give you this show today. We're going to be talking about, Michael, what are we bringing him today? We're bringing the heat today.
How to be a star employee, how to stand out, how to be number one, be that go-to person in your organization.
Be the person of interest. Be the person of interest.
Absolutely.
On today's show, we're excited. We hear this every single day in our business, being headhunters and experts in our spaces. How can I really be that star employee? How can I really get ahead inside my organization? How can I get my boss to like me? How am I going to get a promotion? And we come up with some points, some bullet points, some ammunition on really how we can help you, our audience, our community, stand out, rise above the noise, and be that person that your boss or your supervisor is going to pay attention to. Number one, Michael, what is it?
Number one, produce often and produce early.
Oh yeah.
That really starts with being prepared. You got to do your homework. You got to put the time in. You got to build that prospect list and that cold calling script. Make sure that you're on your game and bringing in the results. At the end of the day, you're going to stand out by doing what you say you're going to do and then a little bit more. I think a lot of people in life, that under-promise, over-deliver mentality is something that's maybe not reinforced enough, because you always want to be able to achieve your quota, but you also want to and have to kick it out of the park.
Yeah, you want to come in each and every day, and first of all, your mindset has to be, I have to come in and I have to produce today, no matter what your job is.
Be excited. Be excited.
Of course, yeah. Well, excitement falls into producing. Productivity falls into excitement. You want to have that on your mindset as you want to continually produce. You want to produce frequent, you want to produce often, and really understand the importance of production and producing, because the key thing is that businesses will only survive in today's day and age if each person within their business unit is performing, is producing. And that's why scrap is just forgotten about or gotten rid of, because it just never works, right? It's just it's just something that you need to continue to keep it going. Production needs to be there. The actions need to be there. And that's what's going to get your boss excited about you.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. And looking at our success and how we do things, or how you and I do things anyways,
absolutely,
is show up early. If you're first in that office, you have time to kind of organize your day, if it's not organized already from the night before, but make those extra calls and get it kind of ahead of the game before anybody shows up for work, pardon me. So it's pretty much like having 2 cups of coffee by 8:30 a.m. and you're good to go.
Oh yeah, everyone in our office is always huddling around the coffee machine first thing at 8 a.m. in the morning, right? We're hungry, we're getting ready for our day, we're lining it up. Jason's coming in with his triple espresso shot. That's Starbucks, plug to Starbucks. But yeah, show up early. If you want to set the pace and you want to be a star employee in your company, you better show up early. Don't be the person rolling in on time. On time is late. You want to be at least half an hour or 15 minutes early to work. Plan your day, get ahead of the 8 ball, because that time is so precious, right? You can come in, you can check your emails, power through your emails, and then focus on what you need to do, your mission, your vision, and producing more, producing frequent, and producing often, right?
Especially if you're chasing time zones.
Yeah.
Especially, we're on the West Coast, right? So we're always we're already 3 hours behind, especially at 9 a.m. These guys are already into lunch. So if you're going to be a top performer and you have a national responsibility, you better be showing up to work by about 7:30, 8 o'clock at the latest.
Yeah, and then, you always want to have a day planned, like you got to think the night before, what am I going to accomplish today?
Yep.
What's the goal? What's the plan? How am I going to produce it? What actions do I need to implement to make that happen, to make that work, right?
And the framework that changes, because your priorities are going to change throughout the course of the day, and what's important has to be addressed straight away so that you don't drop any balls.
And stay late, right? If you had a bad day at work and your day wasn't quite going for you, you got to be the person that's willing to go to your supervisor, your boss, or your manager, or your owner, and say, hey, listen, it wasn't quite the best day today. What can I work on? How can I become better? And that's gonna speak volumes about the person you are. Your the way that you think, and ultimately your thoughts on your it's gonna make you stand out. It's gonna make you be that person that the owner's gonna be paying attention to, because
what you're talking about is having someone not rest on their laurels.
Yeah,
basically, because you go in and do a good job, but it's really, what have you done for me lately? But more importantly, what have you done for yourself lately? Because it's not really about what you're doing for somebody else. It's what you're doing for yourself, for you, your goals, your family, your responsibilities, your career. And if you look at it that way, why wouldn't you want to do it? Why wouldn't you want to put that extra effort in? Because it's ultimately benefiting you. Sure, yes, the company benefits, your team benefits, the organization benefits, but you're doing it Professional.
Set the pace. You want to be the pace setter. You want to be the person that's always hitting the targets, always hitting their goals,
Be the hare,
over exceeding their
not the tortoise.
expectations. Because the other people will start to feel bad about you, right? If you're the person that's in the office and you're just not producing and nothing's happening, or that website just isn't getting developed fast enough, and you told me you get it done, or the sales organization, you're the sales manager, and your guys aren't producing, they're not bringing in any revenue,
or they're not focused on their jobs.
They're not focused on their jobs. Is that you want to be the person setting the pace. Because what's going to happen if you set the pace is that people will. You're like a magnet. People will start to come to you, right? People are going to start to be around you. They're going to start to really listen to what you have to say. What are you saying on the phones? How are you getting them? How is everyone? How are you closing so many deals? How did you build this so fast? What are you doing?
Well, what you're talking about is a little bit like perception. One of the things that we talked about.
People are attracted to attractive people. Do you know what I mean? Like
contagious.
Contagious people, like people inside a business that's continually doing more things to themselves. Like it's an attraction. It's like if I see someone in my business doing something great, it's like, okay, I'm up, I'm out of my chair, I'm going over there. I'm like, I'm trying to milk that information, right? I'm trying to, what are you doing? Absorb as much as I possibly can. So that's awesome. Be the person that everyone wants to be around. Be the contagious person.
I agree.
Right? Stop thinking small. Keep cranking. Keep turning the engine. The biggest thing is you're continually thinking small. You're continually thinking about yesterday. Focus on the future. Focus about growing. Focus on elevating.
Your perception.
Perception.
Focus on why you're doing it and what the end result is. One of the things that you said to me very early in our relationship is, what are your goals? What do you want out of this job? And we talked about freedom. And I think some people get stuck thinking about time off or the weekend or any of these intangible things that are part of work-life balance. But if you put it into context of being free to make your decisions, to do the things you want to do, to have the bankroll and the assets and the opportunity to do those things, well, it's a different frame of mind. It's why you're doing it.
Yeah, why are you doing it, right? It's do you want to be a person that always wants to take vacation, or do you want to live a free life where you can take a vacation whenever the hell that you want and a great vacation, right? It's there's people that go on vacation like that wasn't really a vacation, right? Like
if you can't turn off because you're worried about stuff on your vacation, you probably shouldn't be on it.
That's right. You probably shouldn't be on it, and
that's called the family reunion.
That's called family reunion, right? I've seen so many people. I've seen so many successful people have it all. Right? Have the money, have the fame, have the rewards, all the publicity, all the media, and then just seconds it's gone.
My experience with that is a lot of times the difference is a successful happy person versus a successful unhappy person. So their motivating factors, whatever's going on in their personal life, sometimes come in and they take their eye off the ball. So they're not focused on what the reason is that they're there in the first place and what got them there in that first place.
Well, they're not pushing into the marketplace anymore, Michael. They stop pushing. Yeah, they could be changing. They're not pushing into the marketplace. They become stagnant. They're resting on their laurels.
Yep.
And this is why we're talking to you guys, our audience, our community today, is we want you guys to be stars. We want you guys to continually produce. We want you to have more. We want you to be fresh. Explain that, Mike. Be fresh.
Well, just you come in with a good attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's things that are always going to happen that don't work out the way that you want them to. Whether that's a deal that goes sideways or a customer that just is difficult. People are people. Customers are always going to be the customer, and I think you have to kind of wake up each day happy to be alive. Be thankful, have some gratitude for the things that are important to you, but approach things from a fresh perspective. So what's done is done. Yeah. But what are we going to do?
Yeah, what are we going to do and how are we going to get there? We do not want you to fall into the category of unknown, unwanted, uncommitted. We want you guys to be stars. We want you guys push through the barriers, push through the roadblocks. It is not easy setting the pace, being that number one shooting star inside your company, really elevating your game so everyone's paying attention to you. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication.
But it takes practice. It's like forming a habit. Whether it's diet, whether it's gym, whether it's work. When you get in the habit of performing and you put solid fundamentals in place, the methodology of a star performance, and there's a methodology to it. it.
Yeah.
You're going to be successful because you're putting the work in and you're not quitting. Don't quit. Just keep going.
Yeah, don't quit, persevere, be relentless, go after your dreams, work with your team, work with your hire managers, go see the right people, get the answers that you want, and get the tools and resources around you and the support system around you to get you to where you want to be. Continually pay the price today to have the life that you want tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love that quote, right? Pay the price today to have the life that you want tomorrow. I hope on today's show, guys, that you learned something. We love giving you this content. It's big game, hunters. It's Monday. Subscribe to our iTunes channel, LinkedIn, Twitter, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud. We're blowing up. We love giving you guys this content. We're coming to you each and every week. Take notes, comment to us, #AskMagnaOnAir. Michael Flint, Rory McMillan. See you next week.